What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video here at Charleston Car Videos on YouTube, and also with our friends at Southern Motor Company. Now today's an exciting video because we're showing you something that you just don't get to see every day. So stay with us. Here we go. It's a beautiful day in fall 2020 in beautiful North Charleston. Everybody, welcome back. So we got it right here today for you. This is a 2009 Hummer H3T Alpha. Now supposedly in 2009, I think less than 50 of these were actually produced and built in 2009. Now 2010, more were built, I think around 2000 or so. My numbers may be off a little bit, but again, not a whole lot of these Alpha Hummers have been built. So with that being said, there's not that many of them out there on the streets here in the United States. And boy, oh boy, right now, if you're watching, this is your chance to get one if you've been looking for one. So let's go ahead and start the review. So here it is. Right now, here's the main thing. There's lots of Hummers out there, especially H2s and H3s and these types of Hummer vehicles. Americans love big vehicles. They love SUVs and all that kinds of stuff. But this vehicle right here weighs in at around 4,800 pounds. It tows around 6,000 pounds, which really in the scheme of things for a truck isn't that much, but it'll get the job done if you want to throw a couch in the back. What else about it, right? Well, under the hood is your 5.3 Vortec, pushing out 300 horsepower. You got it. It only does around 16 on the highway, 13 in the city. So if you're buying this because you're trying to save on fuel economy, you really need to sit down and think to yourself a little bit and go, let's go ahead and go over and take a look at a Prius. This isn't for fuel economy. It's a Hummer and it's a truck, okay? So I think you're starting to kind of get the idea here. The Alpha, right? Well, yeah, I like it. Alpha. Not too many vehicles with that word in there. Let's go ahead and start moving through and taking a look at the condition of it, because again, at the end of the day, it's a used vehicle. All right, everybody, so here's the H3T Alpha in a silver color, which kinda is more to me kind of like a champagne-ish silver. You know, it's not your traditional kind of bright silver you would see on like a BMW or something like that. And I'm not exactly sure the name of this color. I know some of y'all can probably leave that in the comment section that are, if y'all are some real enthusiasts of the Hummers. But anyways, not a bad color, really. And I noticed a lot of the Hummers that I have filmed over the years seem to have always been in this color. Condition-wise, though, not too bad, you know. You got your zombie apocalypse brush guard on the front, not too bad. It's got those massive hooks down on here, or not really hooks, but maybe a D-hook or something like that is what they call it. You can hook something up to that and pull them out of the mud or whatever. This thing really is, though, four-wheel drive, so you could take it out in the woods and have some fun or go through some heavy terrain and all of that. So body's in pretty decent shape. There's a few spots on the actual paint where it's a little bit faded, where the clear coat has just kind of gotten oxidized, which is right here, okay? So these are polyurethane on the fenders. Kind of a, you know, chrome there, which gives it a little shine, a little brightness to it. It looks to me like it may have some lift on it, just a little bit. Nothing major, but it's got some size to it. Now the tires on here are Nitto Terra grapplers. You see a lot of these tires on Jeep Wranglers and Toyota 4Runners and off-road vehicles. The tires are not brand new. They still have a pretty decent amount of tread on them, so I don't believe the store where I work at Southern Motor Company is planning to put tires on it anytime soon, because you're still pretty good. So you don't got to stress about getting tires on it with the alloy wheels. But if it was my Hummer and I bought it, I'd put a brand new set of tires with some big thick grip on there, and I think it'd bring it up a little more and kind of fill in the you know, the wheel well there a little bit more and give it a little bit tougher look with some fresh tires. But the Nitto Terra Grappler tires are a pretty good looking tire for the most part. It is 4-door. You can get the kids in the back, friends and all that. You know, it's got those tiny little windows kind of cropped down in there, but really gives it kind of a sleek look, which gives it a Hummer look. Already got tint on the windows, which is nice. I kind of like that it doesn't have any running boards or running rails on the bottom. To me, it just kind of cleans up the side of the vehicle. So I like that. And it makes it sit up a little taller without all that extra stuff there. You can grab a hold of something and just kind of climb up into the vehicle if need be. And then the main part of the car is back here. It's a truck, right? Now, it did, I guess, have some kind of tunnel cover over the back here at some point or another. When we got it in, when we originally purchased it, it didn't have anything back there. It was just like this, okay? But I kind of like it without a cover back there. Again, to me, gives it more of a truck feel to it. It does have a few little spots with some LED lighting, which right here, your rigid LED lights right there, which if you put it in reverse, I'm assuming they just kind of cut on. More of these, tow package, all of that, the Alpha badge. Let's go ahead and drop down this. Oh, look at that. Comes down nice and easy, right? I was expecting for it to drop down and be kind of loud, but again, another thing you might want to do on this one, if you ended up purchasing it, is you might want to get this all resprayed in here and kind of darken it up a little bit. Maybe put some Line-X, whatever. But the black has gotten faded. It has been used as a truck over the years, which is perfectly A-okay in my book. All right, let's keep checking things out, right? Before the end of the video here, before we go on test drive, we will get down low and we'll take a look up underneath. There is a fifth wheel that sits right up under there, so we'll check that out. You also, right here, you do have your gas cap, okay? Kind of big if you think about it. Look how big that thing is. Yeah, you got that going on. Overall body on the vehicle's in pretty good shape. I haven't seen any major dents, dings, or scratches or imperfections on her, other than a little bit of paint fadage on that passenger size fender. And at the end of the day, remember, it's built by General Motors. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of her and get things rolling a little bit. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and crank her up, let y'all hear the engine, pop the hood. There you go. Kind of sounds like a 5.3 Vortec. V8 under the hood. Good engine. Now on your door panel here, of course, you got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. This is kind of a, no, it's black interior. Now one thing Chevrolet or General Motors has done on Tahoes, Suburbans, Hummers, and all these types of vehicles, they use a lot of hard plastic, okay? So you got to get used to that a little bit. Hard plastics on the inside. Really, at the end of the day, I think they used a lot of hard plastics probably to, you know, cut costs down a little bit on production. But if they started building a Hummer again today, currently in 2020, I'm telling you, they'd probably up these things a whole lot on the money. But you talk about some really nice fit and finish. They'd probably have the suede and the dash wrapped in leather with stitching like they do on the Tahoes and all that kind of thing, or Cadillacs. So I bet, and I've heard, they may be coming back out with a Hummer not too long from now. So, you know, the SUV, trucks, Jeeps, the new Bronco coming out, all that kind of stuff is super popular right now, and people are really having fun with off-road vehicles. I mean, honestly, guys and girls, I really truly think off-road vehicles seem to be kind of the new thing. You're starting to see Jeep Wranglers all over the place. So that's why I think this was a great buy for our store, because there's going to be somebody out there checking this out. Maybe they don't want an old Jeep Wrangler over there. Maybe they want something like this, something a little different than everybody else has. All right, so how to open the hood on this thing, right? Because it's not like your traditional Hummer where you're unclipping over there on the sides and just lifting and pulling this up, okay? This is really more like your regular Tahoe, right? You got a little, right down here somewhere, where's it at? Right there is a little flapper, and I got to put the camera down for a minute just to be able to do this, so please bear with me. We're in vlog style right now. That's when I'm walking around holding the camera with a tripod. Gonna grab right here and open up. So there's your 5.3 Vortec. You know, the good thing about this engine right here is it was mass produced for many, many years. So parts on this motor really aren't as expensive as they may be for maybe a 6.0 or 6.2 or something like that. Now, whoever previously owned this vehicle added in the K&N air filter. Now, this is all stock right here, but basically letting us know, hey, we put a K&N right down in there for the air box. Should run a little cleaner like that, I guess, with a little more horsepower per se. Anyways, nice thing about a K&N air filter is you can actually clean them out in the house. Just take it inside in the kitchen sink and clean that booger out. Battery sits right up under there. And I like how they got the Hummer name right on there. But engine's running good. Seems to be pretty clean under here. And I don't think you're going to have too many issues with it. Also, the hood doesn't weigh that much, because it couldn't weigh too much because you got two little shocks holding this little booger up. All right, let's hop in on the inside, but before we do, like I promised, let's look up underneath. All right, guys and girls, we're starting out in the rear of this vehicle. Now, as you can see, kind of like a truck. Yeah, which is a truck. We got leaf spring suspension right there. Looks like we got some Bilstein shocks right there and some other stuff going on, but all that looks pretty good. You got your fifth wheel right here. Fifth wheel is the same type of rim as the other ones. Definitely a little dirty under there, but that's expected, you know. Yep, it definitely does have Bilstein shocks. I just saw one of them with the name on there. There you go. Your axles look good. Everything looking pretty good under this big old Hummer truck. I like it. What do you think about it, right? This thing says spring. Anyway, shackles, all that kind of stuff. You got your hook up here if you need to hook up some lights for your trailer or your boat or whatever you got going on back there. Let's go ahead and make our way up to the front a little bit. Do the best we can to show you underneath this vehicle without having a lift to lift it in the air. And it is a little dark under there. You can't really control that too much. But as you can see, nothing's dripping. Usually, you know, you'll see something like water dripping down under there. If you ever wondered, I know most of y'all know, but that's AC. When the AC's running, some water's dripping. That's perfectly normal. Condensation, y'all. And there's the up the front. Got them Bilsteins in the front. Looking pretty good. Look like we got some Savvy axles up there, huh? It's a Honda Civic. Anyways, just having a little fun. And you do got the lights right here. I don't know if you can see that on the inside. They look like they might be LED. I think they are. So somebody's swapped those around a little bit. But all in all, the outside, the undercarriage, the interior is all really pretty nice on this vehicle. Let's go ahead and hop in and see how she drives. Now in the back, we didn't look at that earlier. There's the back. The back seat's got some hard plastic back here, okay? Someone obviously added in some aftermarket DVD players in the headrest for kids, which is nice. You just do like this. Well, anyways, I'm not going to attempt to show you how to use them, but hit the power button, source. They got all the hookups. They actually look really nice. They probably work. The CD goes in on the top. It's the same exact setup on that side. Legroom doesn't look too plentiful back here, but again, you got to remember the back seats are pushed back, or the front seats right there are pushed back a good bit. But you know, it's just like General Motors not to put in a rear middle armrest in the back. Shame on them for that. I mean, seriously, y'all. Do they not think my kids want to sit back here and put their McDonald's cups right there? Come on. Anyways, I think that's the only thing I'm really kind of irritated about now, is we don't have cup holders in the middle. You know, and if they did have them in there, they would have a cup rest, not a armrest. Cup rest is when you got it coming down and you got two cup holders there. That's a cup rest. The armrest, where it's nice, all that good padding, then the cup holders come out in a different spot. Anyways, there's always something to complain about, but one thing's for sure, you got a handle to grab a hold of if you need to get in this puppy. And you got your oh crap handles right up there. Believe me, you'll use those if you go do some off-roading. And it's pretty solid. All right, let's hop in and see how she does. All right, everybody, we're inside the Hummer truck, H3 Alpha, as you might want to say. Anyway, so first impression sitting inside of here, kind of comfortable. I like sitting up a little higher. And I kind of like these small windows. I mean, some people may say it makes you feel a little claustrophobic, but I mean, I kind of like the small windows. It makes me feel like I'm kind of hidden in here where nobody knows that Chad's actually driving this thing down the road. Anyways, let's take a look at Headroom and get this seatbelt on. So Headroom's fine. I mean, again, I always tell you I'm 6'1", 205 pounds. If I keep eating all this heavy food at the store, I'm gonna be 220 real soon by Christmas, but we're working on that. Anyways, legroom's fine, headroom is fine. Now this one doesn't have a sunroof or anything like that, which is okay with me. I don't mind it so much. And my back seats can go, can come. My front seat here, is it power? Well, yes and no. So it's got a power seat to move it back and forward, but then this part is manual. Again, doesn't bother me so much. I'm not really always concerned about a bunch of power controls all over the place. All right, let's keep looking around a little bit and see what we got going on. Well, hold on here for a minute, guys and girls. Let's tell you, because you know, hey, Randy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, are you close by?
Yeah, I'm about to pull in. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how much is this Hummer vehicle, this Hummer truck?
It is...
All right, everybody.
Price that thing at $19,900, I think.
$19,900, everybody. So that's Randy. He's letting us know right now it's $19,900 for this cool truck. Randy, we'll see you in about 2 minutes.
Alrighty.
All right. Man, how about that, guys and girls? $19,900. So we're keeping it under 20 for you. I hope that helps. Now, it does have four-wheel drive control here, if you can see that. Four-wheel high, four-wheel low, and then one in the middle. And then you got some different differential locks and all that right there, which is kind of cool. And how many miles is on this, right? Well, we got on the mileage 188,337. It does have a Kenwood aftermarket head unit, cold AC, and all that good stuff. All right, sounds like Mr. Randy needs Chad's help over at the store. So let's go ahead and get ourselves down the store here. But before we do that, we're going to drive it down the road here and see how it drives. Well, so far it feels pretty good. I know what to expect out of a 5.3 Vortec because I've driven many 5.3 Vortecs over the years. And it's a good engine. I mean, it really is. It's a great engine. I mean, Chevy or General Motors, they wouldn't continue to put the 5.3 Vortec in vehicles, you know, as much as they do if it wasn't a good motor. And come to be, you know, we're driving in a Hummer right now. Take a look over here. Look at that, man, is that not pretty? I've always had a liking to a white Hummer. That thing looked pretty good, didn't it? It sure did. All right, now my favorite vehicle, just joking. That over there, ooh-wee, man, that's not my favorite vehicle. It would be nice to have a backup camera right now. Y'all getting a real world car review. Anyways, but mirrors are good size, so we can kind of see what's going on out there. And we'll do what we can. Now, did they make a Corvette in that shade of blue like that with those type of wheels? That thing is kind of pretty looking. It's interesting. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section, y'all, if you're still watching. I know YouTube sometimes says, oh, you only got to average a 3 to 4 minutes per video. I mean, is anybody out there watching a 10-minute video? I guarantee they are. And we're going the wrong way. Anyways, I like the big Hummer right there, though. That's cool. That thing's big in size. That's an H2. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give her our real test with test drive. Give us some acceleration and hit some brakes. I'm going to do brakes right here. All right, she stopped and did pretty good. No shaking in the steering wheel. Again, I don't want to hit the gas pedal too hard going down these roads in case somebody runs out in the street. That would not be a good idea. But not too bad. We might drive this one home tonight and see what the family thinks. But as of right now, I think this is something kind of cool. The price is good on it. And look at that one. Man, is that not neat? We got all kinds of fun little toys here at Southern Motor Company. All right, y'all, if you're in the market for a vehicle and you need to buy one today or tomorrow or this week or next week, or maybe you just like watching car videos on YouTube, please hit that red subscribe, hit the like button, send a comment, and come by and see me if you're ever in the North Charleston area. I'd love to help you out. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.